Hey guys, Jerika wanted to do a encouraging video. So basically I wanted to make this video about, it's gonna be kind of encouraging and motivating. I had posted a post about you know, when I was younger, when I was 17. Okay, is my camera moving? I feel like it's moving and I don't know why. So I posted a video, not a video, a picture of when I was 17 years old, when I was super skinty, when I was 120 pounds, which I'm 160 now. We're not gonna talk about that. So I just wanted to encourage you guys and say that the camera is moving. Oh my god, this tripod. Your current situation is not your end all unless you want it to be. So like I stated in that post, I moved out when I was 18. I got married at 19. I was working at Taco Bell and I was working at Macy's. It was a call center. That was the beginning of the call center life, which I absolutely hated. I hated it. But anyway, so if you worked in the call center, you know how that is. You log into your calls. The moment you hit available, the calls start coming in like crazy. You can barely swallow in between calls. You have metrics that you have to meet. If you don't meet the metrics, you don't get a raise. If you don't get a raise, you're still at the same pay. You know, the price of living is going up, but you're still stuck here, whatever amount of pay you had. And call centers, I'm just not gonna lie, working in a call center made me depressed. It made me anxious. It made me feel like I wasn't good enough, because no matter what I did, the customers still scream at you. No matter what you do, sometimes you just still don't meet the metrics, because they count for how long you're on the phone. And sometimes, like, you know, you can't be personal with customers because you're worried about getting off the phone in time so you can meet metrics, because like I said, the metrics is how they decide whether or not you deserve to get a raise. And I feel like call centers, all on their own, they're scammy and they're bogus. Yeah, they pay really well, but it's not worth what you have to put up with to get the pay. Because when I was working in a call center, I was making like $14.25 an hour, so I thought I was lit. I thought it was everything. And it was. The paycheck was awesome, but the mental drainage that I felt, the mental exhaustion, it was just like, I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. But at the time when I was younger, like I said, it was everything. We needed the money. Like, me working in a call center helped me pay for our wedding. Like, you know, at the time though, I was only, when I first started, I was making $10. So to me, going from I was making $7.75 at Taco Bell and $10 at Macy's. So I'm like, yes, like, this is everything. I'm rich. So, you know, it was good for the time, but I just knew that this is not what I want to do with the rest of my life. This is not what I want to do with the rest of my life. And, I got fired from United Healthcare. I worked at United Healthcare. I did meet a metric. A customer gave me a 0 on a survey, which resulted in me getting fired. It was like my third 0 or whatever. And what was so crazy is on each of these calls, I had 100%. So I did everything right on the calls, but because the customer was upset about whatever, they gave me a 0 and they let me go, because you can only get so many zeros within an amount of period of time. Wasn't rude to these people, nothing, did everything right, but because the customer said that they weren't satisfied, they let me go. And I remember sitting in the parking lot for like an hour after I got fired, and I was like crying in the car. I called my sister, I called my parents, I called my husband. My husband was the main one that was like, so like, you got fired, like, you can find something else. But in my heart, I'm like, no, I feel like a failure, like I didn't do it. And I just felt like a complete failure, you guys. Like, my soul was like rejoicing because I wasn't there anymore, but also crying because I felt like I was a failure. I felt like I wouldn't be anything. I felt like, no, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, I didn't go to college, so it's like, what is left in life? Because you know, we grow up thinking that if we don't go to college and we're not gonna be anything, or maybe you couldn't afford college, so you went straight into the workforce like I did. And you know, we got to get those mental thoughts out. We got to stop all of that, okay? Because you determine your life. So that's what I really want this to be about. Like, your current situation, whatever it is right now, whether it's a job that you absolutely hate going to every day, whatever the reason is, if it's not what you want to do with your life, have a plan B. Figure out what it is you want to do with your life and make a plan towards getting out of it. I was miserable working in the call center, but I probably would still be there if they hadn't fired me, just because I'm still working on everything that I'm working on now. But going to work every day, knowing that you have a plan that you're working on every time you get off of work, knowing that you're working on something that'll eventually come to pass, it makes it a lot easier than to just go to work feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to be here forever, or I'm going to be here until I die, I'm going to be here till I retire. So I encourage you guys to have a plan B. And I'm doing my YouTube, like I said, and I'm doing my travel business. My travel business is so important to me because traveling is important to me. I've always wanted to travel and see the world, and now I'm getting a chance to do that. I'm not doing it as often as I want because I really want my husband to be able to go with me, and he still works a full-time job. So my goal is to surpass all of that so he can quit his job, and I'm encouraging him as well to follow his dreams so he doesn't have to be at a job that he doesn't like all the time. Like, you know, it's not healthy. So figure out what it is you want to do with your life, make it happen. If travel is something you want to do, hit me up, because why waste time? Like, so many people, like I stated in my last video, pass away and they never got to do anything they wanted to do because they were scared, they were worried about what people thought, they felt like they would be a failure, they felt like it wouldn't work out. Whatever the reason is, stop letting fear be a driving factor in your life. Stop letting what other people think be a driving factor in your life, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that can live your life. You're the only person that's living your life. So you got to do what's best for you, follow your dreams, do what makes you happy, things of that nature. So this video is going on like 6 minutes. Well, it's already 6 minutes, and I don't want it to be too long because I don't want people to just skip through it, because it's an important message. So like I said, follow your dreams. If you want to travel, we would love to have you here on the Travel Squad. We have so many successful people who started with nothing, so many people who work full-time jobs and do the travel business, so many people who have passed their income that they even make at their full-time job and have quit their job. Like, the stories, y'all. But like with any business, you got to be consistent, and you gotta keep building it, because no business is built overnight. You know, you can't start a business just because it's online and feel like, oh well, in a week I didn't make $1,000, so I guess it's a scam. Like, you can't do that. You really gotta put your focus, time, and energy into it and build it slow, fast, however you want to do it. You just got to build it and be consistent. So again, inbox me or comment below. But I hope this video was encouraging, and I will continue to make my posts as I always will, no matter what anybody says, no matter how many people are tired of me posting about my businesses. You feel free to unfriend me if you're tired of me posting about my businesses. I try not to post that much, but at the same time, it's like, if you're sick of it, go ahead and block me. I don't care. I gotta do what's best for me. I gotta live my life for me. I gotta build my business for me and my family, because I'm gonna take care of my parents, and it's like, I can't do that if I'm in a shell because of what other people are comfortable with. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next one.